Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Yes, Tarakeshwaran, I'm there. The class will start sharp by 6 o'clock. Okay. We have to wait for the rest of the students to join. So you have to wait for 10 minutes.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Ashwath.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Guys, just wait for 5 more minutes and we'll start with the class. Okay, good evening, all of y'all. We'll start with the class. I'll just
Good
share my
evening,
screen.
ma'am.
Good evening, good evening.
Ma'am, I did the homework at the time, when the class ended, and I forgot to send you. So now I sent it you.
Okay, I'll check. Structure of the birds include various smaller bones with
Ma'am,
yeah,
ma'am, your voice is a little bit low sometimes.
1 minute. Can you all hear me now?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. I'll just check all your homeworks. Okay, Adrit done. Okay, Anvika. Sure, the bird skeletal system will provide supporting structure to the bodies. Okay. Should. Okay. Deepika homework. Where's your homework, Deepika? Deepika, am I audible to you? Ma'am, I was outside for some reason. Okay, please don't make this regular, okay? Start doing your homework. Don't make this a habit. I won't be excusing you for the next class, okay? For next class, I want your homework done. Tarakeshwaran. Okay. All right. Okay, I'll just share my screen. Okay, Deepika. All of y'all turn your cameras on. Adrit, Advika, Aishwarya, Ashwa, Deepika, Tarakeshwaran. All of your cameras on, please.
Okay,
Quickly,
ma'am. 1 minute.
quickly. Don't take a lot of time. Ashwa, थोड़ा बंद your camera. Ashwath, camera.
Ma'am, I am outside, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, today can we go with the quiz?
No, I'm not done with the chapter yet, so we can't go with the quiz.
Okay, ma'am.
Fine. Okay. I hope y'all have some idea from what you have done as your homework. Okay, so now we'll be seeing in detail about the skeletal system or another animal gait, which is called the bird. Birds have special skeleton and they have muscular structures that help them to fly. So they have a special skeleton. Because unlike any other animals, that we discussed earlier, that is a snail or be it an earthworm or anything, bird is a special animal that actually has the ability to fly, right? So it has a muscular structure, okay? So the forelimbs are modified to the wings. So forelimbs are what? Our hands are only forelimbs, okay? So the forelimbs are the wings for them. Which help them to fly. And the bones inside are hollow. Now, this is one of the wing, okay? So inside the wing, you have bones that is attached, right? So these bones, now take a single bone. Inside our human bone, what is there inside our bone? Anybody?
Ma'am,
Ma'am, can you
calcium.
repeat?
Ma'am, joints.
Joints are made by the bones. What is inside the bone?
Ma'am, calcium.
Calcium, very good. Bones are made up of calcium. Anyone else? What else is there inside our bone?
Ma'am, phosphorus.
Ma'am, bone marrow.
Bone
Ma'am,
marrow, very good. What else?
iron.
Iron. Okay. What else? Blood vessels, capillaries. All these are there inside our bone
Blood
also.
cells.
Sorry?
Blood cells.
Blood cells, yeah, right. So all these are there inside our bone, right? So unlike this, like us human beings, we have all these inside our bone. So unlike this, what do you think is inside the bone of the birds?
Ma'am, blood cells.
Okay, blood cells. What else do you think is there?
Ma'am, the white and red blood cells.
Okay, what else? Anybody else?
Ma'am, ma'am, the nerves. No.
Anybody else who wants to try?
Ma'am, calcium.
Calcium, okay. All right. So unlike us human beings, they are not made up of calcium or anything. Inside the bone, there is nothing. It is hollow. Hollow means there is nothing. There's only empty air, emptiness. Only this hollowness helps the bird to fly. It gives the light weight. Okay. The bones of the hind limbs are used for perching and walking. So you know that a bird, it has its wings, it has its legs, right? So these are the forelimbs. These are the hind limbs. The forelimbs are used for flying and the hind limbs are used for perching or walking. All right. So the shoulder bones and the breastbone. The shoulder bone is the bone over here, this region. You know that when you look at the front view of a bird, okay, so there's a bone over here in this region, okay, where the wing gets attached. So this is the shoulder bone. And there is a bone in the center over here, this breast region, chest region. So here you have the breastbone. Okay, so shoulder bone and the breastbone are both very strong. Okay, because they help in support the muscles of the flight. Because if shoulder bone is not there, then the wings cannot be attached. The wings will detach, right? So the shoulder bone and the breastbone, they both are very strong to help support the muscles of flight. Muscles for helping of flight, which will move. So the shoulder bone is responsible for moving the wings up and down. All right, am I clear? Is it understandable?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can I copy it?
Wait. Now let's talk about another gait of an animal, which is the fish. Okay. So fishes, they have a dash type of body. Can anyone tell what it is? This type of body where the shape is like this is called something. What is it called?
Ma'am, oval.
No. What else? Starts
So,
with S. T. Somebody try guessing the word. Nobody knows, have heard this word?
No, ma'am.
This is
No,
called a
ma'am.
streamlined body. Okay, only if you have a streamlined body, you can swim easily. If you would have gone for swimming classes and all, they ask you to stretch out your hand like this, and they'll tell you to put your head down, and they'll ask you to curve your body like this so that your legs are backwards like this. So when you're swimming in this shape, it'll be easier for you to swim. So this shape is called a streamline shape, okay, or a streamlined body. Okay, so fishes, seals, and penguins, all these have streamlined bodies which help them to swim easily. Okay, so it helps them with the least resistant. Why you need streamlined body means, have you all noticed the ship? The ship, none of the ship will be like this. Have you anybody seen a ship like this?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So how
No,
it will be? It will be like this. So the bend you can see over here. Okay, and on the top, if you see it, it looks something like this. So this curve over here, this movement over here, it's a streamlined shape. Why we need a streamlined shape when we are traveling in the ocean is because now when, for example, now for example, you're riding a bicycle, okay, or you're riding a car. Cycle would do. Okay, you're riding a cycle. In option A and option B, listen carefully. You're riding a cycle, okay, and you're riding this side to left, and the wind is blowing to the right. And in option B, you're riding a cycle, riding to the left, the wind is also blowing to the left. Which will be easier to travel, option A or option B?
Option B. Ma'am, why? Because I have experienced it for A that like I have to stand and cycle. I have to pedal it.
Yeah,
Why?
so it is most, the wind currents are more strong, it will be difficult for you to pedal, right? So similarly, sometimes the movement where the fish is moving, sometimes the water currents are strong in this direction, which will be very difficult for them to swim. So if they have a streamlined body, they'll be easily able to they'll be able to cut through the water currents. You can easily just cut in through. Okay, so streamlined body, why is it required for swimming? It is for least resistance. So water resistance. Okay, so what they do, they have tail, they use a tail for small jerks, like they beat the water, okay, for small jerks through the water, and they have fins for helping them to swim. So they have fins, they have tail, which helps them to swim. So the tail and the fin is also used. So why we need tail and fin? To help them swim. Also to change the direction where they're swimming. Okay, these are the two main functions of a fish's tail and fin. All right, am I clear? Any doubts?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts, please ask.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Okay. Yes.
ma'am, then while like their body on their body they will have what can we say they will have somewhat like this. Ma'am, once can you ping me? I'm not able to explain it.
You're meaning scales.
No, ma'am.
Scales, what you're trying to ask? Fish scale.
No, ma'am. And they will have a zigzag pattern. Like
Yeah, that only. This only you're asking, no? Like taking a fish, for example, they have something like this on your body.
and they're very fleshy type.
This only you're asking, no?
Yes, ma'am. Why it is so?
Yeah, this is called as a scale of the fish. Okay, this is called scales. These scales is for protecting the fish, for providing a hard structure. Okay, so these scales have a mucus covering, like very slippery. You will not be able to hold a fish. So they are very slimy, covered with mucus, and this will help them to swim through the water, and also makes difficult for the other fishes to catch them. That's why they have scale, to protect them.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, please make note of it. Birds and fish. Tell me when you're done.
Ma'am, I'm having a doubt.
Yeah, tell me, da.
Ma'am, that the fish has a bone type thing in that it will be so thin. What it is called?
What are you asking? I don't understand.
Ma'am, that the fish has a bone type thing in its body that will be so thin. What it's called?
You're asking what is a thin bone in the fish called?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know if what exactly you're asking is right, but it's like, for example, we have a spinal cord, right? It's called spine,
ma'am.
right? It's called the
Yes,
vertebral
ma'am.
column. Spine, another word is vertebral column. Similarly, that thin bone in the middle of the fish is called vertebral column of the fish.
Okay, ma'am.
when you're done, guys?
Ma'am, I completed fishes and I am in birds.
Ma'am, I'm writing, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm done, Aishwarya. Ma'am, this is Adrit, I'm done. Ma'am, this is Advika. I am done writing. Ma'am,
Yes.
Ma'am, I have a doubt. Like, in some birds, I saw that when they were small, I saw a parrot. Like, in their wings, when their feather didn't came, like there will be a ball-like thing near in their wing muscles. The bones are covered with the muscles, right? And then the skin. So it was some in their wings there was a round like shape in located inside their wings. So what is that and why it is so?
Since I don't know, like directly, I've not seen what you have seen, right? So I don't know what
Ma'am?
ball. Since I've not seen what you saw exactly, I don't know what actually you're talking about, which ball-like thing. There's only the bones that the birds have is the neck bone, the head bone, then they have the vertebral, like they also have a small spine. They have
Ma'am,
the
I can show you one second.
Are you all done? How long are you all taking? Anybody left?
Ma'am,
Who's left? Quickly, quickly.
no, ma'am, I have a doubt.
Ma'am, I'm finished, ma'am.
Yes, Advika.
Ma'am, once can you pin me?
One more.
I'm done.
Not able to pin you. Advika.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Ma'am, I had network issues. I didn't have any internet, so I was joining there.
Okay, okay. Da. Yeah, Advika, tell me. Actually, the structure of the bone that you have drawn, it's not right. That actually like that, nothing is there. So there's no. Maybe you just saw because the shape of the bone wasn't completely developed for the bird, but there's nothing like that structure which you have drawn, Advika. Who else is left for making the notes? All of you are done?
Ma'am, what are we doing?
We were learning about the skeletal structure of the birds and the fish. Maybe you can refer the lecture for that part alone, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, I hope all of you are done. Okay, now let's look at another gait of an animal, which is called the snake. For a snake, you all know that they do not have any legs, right? So snakes do not have any legs for the movement, but they'll use their long backbone along with the muscle movement. So the snakes, they have a long backbone inside. So they have like these divisions, same like a spinal cord. So along with some muscles, which will help in the movement. All right, so their body curves they have many loops. It curves into many loops, which gives them a forward push. Similarly, how an earthworm moves, that's how they also move. So their body curve like this. So you must have seen snakes. They don't go like this. They go like this. So the body curves. This is how their movement is. So the body makes many curves for helping them to move forward by pushing them against the ground. Okay. So this is all the gaits of the animals as far as now. Okay. And yeah, I don't think you have extra more information. Now we'll just look at a small video for understanding better about the gaits of animals. Okay.
இப்போ Uber ஆட்டோவோட மொத 3 ரைட்ஸ்க்கு 50% ஆஃப். Uber Auto, go anywhere.
Summer's just got yummier with Bold Lakin Pedigree Gravy. Take the Clean Bowl Challenge now.
Please make note of all the extra information that they're giving you here. It will be useful.
Gait of animals: snake, earthworm, and snail.
Subscribe the channel and
Please
press
ask
the
the
bell
doubt
icon
once
to
the
get
video is
latest
over.
updates from learnfataffat.com.
Snake. The structure of snake's body consists of a long backbone that runs from head to tail. The backbone, ribs, and skin are interconnected by muscles.
Watch ad-free and complete syllabus on Learn Fatafat Android app. Download the app now.
During movement, the muscles of snake's body form many loops pressed against the ground. Each loop gives a forward push to its body. With all loops, the push becomes significant, with which the snake can move smoothly and rapidly over a surface with a twisting motion, particularly when the surface is rough. However, on smooth surface, the muscles does not get good grip, and so it becomes difficult for snake to move. Though snake move in forward direction, however, it moves in twisting or zigzag line, but not in straight line. Earthworm. The body of earthworm consists of two sets of muscles. The circular muscles forming ring structure of earthworm and longitudinal muscles joining these rings to form long body shape.
Anybody asked
Its
anything?
body does not have bones.
Yes, ma'am.
What happened?
Ma'am, does the snake's backbone is also
Wait, Advika, I already clearly told you. Ask me any doubt after the video, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
There are hair-like structures on its body which are called bristles. Bristles help earthworm to fix its body part to ground. During movement, earthworm fixes its end part to ground with the help of bristles. It contracts the circular muscles in front body part, which causes elongation of its longitudinal muscles. The front part moves ahead.
Watch ad-free and complete syllabus on Learn Fatafat Android app. Download the app now.
It then fixes the front part and releases the end part. Now, the circular part relaxes so that it becomes wider. Because of this, the elongation decreases and rest of the body, including end, get pushed forward. Earthworm is called farmer's best friend. This is because during motion into the soil, it eats the soil coming in its way and throws away the undigested part. More importantly, it makes tiny tubes through the soil, which makes soil more useful for plant growth. Snail. A snail is a slow-moving animal. It has a shell which protects the snail from weather and enemies. The shell is not made of bones. The tentacles are the flexible limbs on its body which bear eyes. The shell does not help the snail for movement. For movement, it uses a long, thick muscular organ called foot. The foot produces wet, sticky substance called mucus. It makes the surface smooth so that the snail can glide over the surface. The muscular foot produces wave-like movements with which the snail gets pushed forward. So I hope you understood this topic very well. Thanks for watching this video.
Like, share, and subscribe learnfatafat.com and press the bell icon to never miss an updates from learnfatafat.com.
Okay, I hope it was clear for all of you all. Yeah, Advika, ask me your doubt now.
Ma'am, does the snakes have the twisted backbone?
No, we don't have twisted backbone. They have straight backbone.
Ma'am, so why do they crawl like zigzag pattern?
Because their body is designed in such a way that they cannot move forward like that. Only if they move in a zigzag way, they can actually go forward in the sand.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, we have for fish. For snakes, there's no much notes, so you all know from what I thought you understood, right? So you can make notes for snake from that. Just make notes from whatever you understood from the video and from what I thought.
Gait of animals: fish, cockroach, and birds.
Subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get latest updates from learnfatafat.com.
Fish. Fish live in water. There are modifications in fish to survive in its habitat. It obtains oxygen dissolved in water using gills. For swimming, fish use its flat fins and tails.
Watch ad-free and complete syllabus on Learn Fatafat Android app. Download the app now.
They have slippery scales on their bodies, which helps in easy movement in water. To see around, they have transparent eyelids. They also have body which tapers towards both ends. We call such body as streamlined body. It helps them to swim faster. Cockroach. These are the brown-black insects. A cockroach can walk, climb, and fly as well. It has 3 pairs of legs which help it to walk. They have an interesting walk with 3 legs at a time. It can fly with the help of 2 pairs of wings located behind the head. However, cockroach can't fly over longer distances. The body and legs of cockroaches are covered with hard outer skeleton called exoskeleton. It helps in movement of the body. The movement of legs and wings is facilitated by muscles near them. Birds, they have ability to walk on ground and fly in the air. Hind limb bones help the bird to walk and perch. Their body is adapted for flying.
Okay.
Watch
Hollow and light, which makes their body lightweight. The forelimbs are modified as wings with which the birds fly. The wings are attached to strong muscles of flight which moves the wings up and down. Breastbone is modified to support these muscles. It is called keel bone. Wings and tail help them to balance their body in air. The body shape is streamlined such that it minimizes the air resistance during flying. Some birds, like duck, have webbed toes which help them in swimming on water. So I hope you understood this topic very well. Thanks for watching this video.
Like, share, and
Was
subscribe.
it clear to all of y'all?
learnfordafford.com.
Yes, any doubts?
Mom, once can you show the notes for the snake?
There's no much notes. That's why I told you. You should write from what you understood.
Mom, but still I'll write this.
Okay. All of y'all make notes from what you understood for snake. One minute. Mohanish is in this class only, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
Ma'am, is the upper question ours?
Yes.
No, ma'am, not the Mohanish and except
No, no,
then.
no. What I'm writing right now is for all of y'all. These two will be the homework for all of y'all. Y'all can make note of the homework and you can leave the class.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, like for the explain in detail about the pivot joint and hinge joint, how many sentences we should write?
So pivot joint, I want you to explain at least 4 to 5 lines and you should give with example. Similarly, 4 to 5 lines for hinge joint with example.
Okay, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, da.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, da.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, da.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.